Hello everyone, happy Halloween! Jackie here with Enjoying Life's Journey. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be budgeting out November's zero-based budget for those of you who follow the channel. I follow Dave Ramsey's zero-based budgeting, basically cash flow planning every month. This is the best way to tell your money where to go. For those of you who are not familiar with the channel, we are a young family of 4. We started doing our budget back in 2014. We were living on food stamps. We were struggling to the point where we had to move in with my dad. And since then, within 4 years, we've been able to get off of food stamps, move out on our own, pay off all of our debt, and purchase our first home as a family. I've been sharing these budgets on my channel for several years now, so if you want, you can go ahead and check out previous years and you can see how our budget has changed. Income has changed and things like that, but virtually this whole time we've pretty much been doing it on just my husband primarily working. I stay home with the girls so we don't have the high cost of daycare, and I sometimes work part-time, or right now I've been starting a business. So I share these with you guys so I can hopefully inspire you guys that if we can do it, if we can get off of food stamps and we can get out of debt and start building wealth and actually making a life for ourselves, you guys can do it too. So I really hope that this kind of inspires you. And the point of a budget, you guys, I know we hear the word budget and we think negative. We think that it's restrained. We think that, tell me that I can't spend money, I can't buy this, I can't go do this. But in reality, it is the complete opposite. A budget gives you permission to spend your money. The key is to look at the big picture here and decide, what is it that you are trying to accomplish? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to just get out from under it? Are you trying to get out from paycheck to paycheck? Are you trying to get off of food stamps? Are you trying to get out of debt? Are you trying to save for a house? Are you trying to build your retirement? Are you trying to pay off your house early? What is it that you want to do? And then your budget, you divide your money up, you tell your money where to go so you can accomplish those goals. In addition, I budget out the year, and some of you have seen my yearly view. I'm just going to click on my yearly view real quick for 2018 so you can see it. But I also keep track on, month to month next to each other, so I can go back for next year and I can say, what's the pattern? How much am I really spending on groceries? How much are we really spending on, eating out, or what are we doing? And then we can adjust our budgets accordingly, give us permission to spend the amount of money we want or need in that particular area. Now, I know there are a lot of other channels out there that share their monthly budget with you. I do it slightly a little bit different. I share our real numbers because, like I said, I want you guys to see how you can make your money work for you no matter how much you make, if it's little or a lot. Also, like I said, you can go back and see that we made a lot less when we started this journey 4 years ago than we are making now, and we haven't really done much other than my husband changing career paths. The other thing that I do a little bit differently from some people is I share on here every single week. Because my husband gets paid every Friday. So that's what these are. These are every single payday. So not only do you want to budget your money for the entire month, you want to look at every single week or every single payday and decide where's the money going for that. You have to take into consideration, what bills do you have? When are they due? Another way that we've got out of living paycheck to paycheck is by looking ahead and saying, okay, if I have a bill that's due on the 17th, I'm not going to have it come out of this 16th paycheck. I'm going to have it come out on the 2nd or the 9th, or not necessarily come out, but I'm going to have that money put aside already in the checking account a few paychecks ahead, so I'm not all of a sudden, relying on, oh, it's last minute, it might be late, or, say it was due on the 15th and I said, oh, well, I'm just going to pay it on the 16th and now it's a day late. So this way you can look ahead and say, okay, I have some, for instance, our phone bills are due on the 17th, but you can see down here, I have Ricky's cell phone coming out of, I have the money put aside on the 2nd, so we have it put aside well in advance. So the biggest change, so I like to share with you guys kind of what's changing from month to month, because every month is different, so you need a unique zero-based budget every single month, because the biggest changes we have for November is my husband has an extra paycheck. So he has 5 paychecks instead of 4 paychecks. It is a holiday, so we want to make sure we're taking that into consideration. Those who have been following, my husband has been working anywhere from 10 to 20 hours of overtime every single week. The overtime is ending. So he's in construction, for those of you who may not know. And so when they're working on a new project, they have a lot of overtime, and it's pretty much just that's their schedule. They usually work no matter what 10 hours Monday through Friday, and then a lot of times they pick up another 8 to 10 hours on Saturday. They are coming to the end. They're closing out this project, so the overtime is going away. So this is a big impact on us because we were trying to put a lot of extra money to bump up our emergency fund and to pay off our house early. So let's jump in and see how things are changing. Today I am going to show you, I'm going to jump into each week individually as well, just up here for the income. So for his paycheck on the 2nd, you can see it's quite low. It's $476. I do everything before taxes now because I want to keep track of how much we're actually spending in taxes. So we went on a cruise. For those of you who have been watching, we have some more cruise vlogs coming out for you guys. But we went on a cruise to celebrate all that we have accomplished these 4 years, as well. It was mine and my husband's wedding anniversary, and we've been together for almost 10 years now. So we went on our cruise, and my husband did not have enough paid time off to cover everything. So this paycheck for the 2nd is basically the rest of the paid time off that he had available to cover that last week that we were gone. So about $476 is what we'll see on the 2nd. On the 9th, my husband's base pay is $680. He did have a full week of overtime, so he's looking at $459 of overtime. Myself, I will be getting paid a commission job from my travel agency, and again, this is half of what I make. This is a combination of possibly Instacart and that. This is half of what I make. Everything else stays in the business account for taxes and other business expenses. On the 16th, Ricky's looking at his regular base pay of $680, and then they did have 2 hours of overtime this week on Monday, so he'll have about $51 of overtime. And then myself, Instacart, I'm looking at maybe $25, again, half of what I might make an Instacart. Is really hard to tell at this point. It's estimated. And then you can see here on the 23rd and the 30th, overtime is over, so Ricky's base pay is just a $680. Around the 23rd, I should have AdSense revenue from Google, which is from the YouTube channel. So again, this is in addition to Instacart, so that's about half of that. And then the 30th, half of about Instacart. So our total numbers for the month, we're looking at $3,196 for Ricky's base pay, $510 of overtime, and then myself about $297.97. Again, these could change slightly, but that's what we're going to estimate out. Some of these are kind of already what we know, and some of them are what we anticipate. We contribute 3% to my husband's 401k before taxes. We want to increase next year to 4%, but if they're not having overtime in January, we will not implement it until overtime is back. Federal taxes, we're estimating $29.07. Arizona, we're estimating $76.29. These are based off of previous paychecks that were these same amounts, roughly these same amounts. Medicare, $63.36, and then Social Security, $270.88. House payoff, we're not putting anything additional into like a savings account. Emergency fund. Originally, we were hoping to put $1,000 into our emergency fund. Like I mentioned, my husband's overtime is ending, so we should be able to put about $600 over there. My husband, we always budget out $100 for himself. This is anything work related mostly. Personal development for myself. That has become a business expense, so if I do buy any books or if I go to any seminars or anything like that, it will come out of the business instead of here. So eventually this column will be taken out of the budget. Girls Fund, this is getting us ready for the future. Once our emergency fund is where we want it to be, we will start investing into our Girls Fund. I'm not going to say college fund, I just want to say Girls Fund because this could be things for college, but it could also be for helping them purchase a car, things like that that we might do. Business, this was when the business didn't generate enough money to pay for some of the things like internet and my cell phone, then we would use money out of our personal money. Things are starting to pick up on the business end a little bit, enough to cover those, so we're not having to put extra money into that. If you guys are interested, I do have a video I did last month on budgeting out for my self-employment. You guys can take a look at that video as well. Giving $100. Usually every year we do about $200 for Christmas, so we're going to do 100 from November's budget and then about 120 from December's to do our Christmas. Not a big Christmas budget. This year, though, because we did a giving every month, we did about $100 every month, we were able to birthday money and some other gifts that we normally were not able to do before. So that was nice to see that, and we were able to donate a little bit of money this year as well. So our necessities now. This is our mortgage. I talked about this before. This includes our principal, our interest, private mortgage insurance, homeowners insurance, and our property taxes. So our monthly payment is $1,120.98. So now as you can kind of see here, you guys, these things right here, 401k and taxes, those come out of every single paycheck. So you see those out of every paycheck. And then as you come here, you can see, okay, we're going to do our emergency fund of $600, right? But that's going to come out of the last 2 paychecks of the month. My husband's money will come out of the first 2 paychecks of the month. Giving will come out of the 4th paycheck of the month. So you can kind of see where's the money coming from. Our mortgage, that's going to come out of the 3 in the middle. Now we're going to pay 1 extra principal payment to the mortgage. And you guys saw I did a video last month as well about how to pay off your house in 7 to 8 years. So this right now we're just doing 1 extra principal payment of $150.67. I've got that number off of our amortization schedule, so I shared that in the video. Moving forward, we plan on doing 3 extra principal payments. That was as of my husband working the overtime, so again, we will not start those 3 extra principal payments until they are back doing their 10 hours minimum of overtime. So as of right now, we're just going to do 1 extra payment. That will come out of the second to last paycheck. Groceries. So this is another change that we've decided to do. Looking back for the entire year, I noticed that we go over on our grocery budget fairly often as well. At the bottom, in our eating out category, we were spending quite a bit eating out. So I've increased our grocery budget. So we are going to try to stay doing the grocery store. Now I'm giving myself permission to spend more at the store in hopes that we'll spend less eating out. So we'll kind of see how that goes. For November, we're doing $133.01. It's just a random number for personal care. This is kind of what was left because with the season changing, the girls do need some new pants. Last year when summer came, I basically cut all their pants into shorts, so now they do need new pants. They are growing like crazy. You guys understand how that is with kids. Well, keeping up with my nails. I got my nails done for the cruise. It's a luxury item that I used to do when I was younger, and I'm bringing it back because I feel good when I have my nails done. I like it. Household, we're going to kind of have personal care and household combined, because if we do need paper towels or something like that, it's just going to come out of this money here. And you can see here, those are going to come out of these paychecks here. Ricky's cell phone, like I said, it's $35. It's not due till the 17th, but we have it ready with the first paycheck. Our electricity, we're budgeting $160. Now, the way I budget electricity is I kind of take what the previous month was, and I just budget that again for the next month. Now, our previous month was actually $144. Again, we were on a cruise vacation, so we were not in the house for about 10 days or so. We had everything unplugged while we were gone. We had the air conditioner turned off. So we have kept the air conditioner turned off, but we are obviously using lights and the computer and the TV now. So I'm going to budget $160. That is due on the 28th. So you can see here, I'm not going to have anything come out of the 30th because then we'd be late, right? So on the 16th and the 23rd, I have the money will be put aside ready to go. Water, sewer, trash. Our last bill was about $67 and some change, so I'm going to do $70. Gas, so this is gas for my husband's motorcycle and for the car. We're going to do $160. Car insurance, $122.13. Now this is due also around the 28th, so you can see I have some of it coming out of this paycheck, some of it coming out of this paycheck, but it will all be in the account by the 23rd, so it's there well before it's due. Car registration, this is something else. Our car registration is due in December, so I have this $80 coming out. I have it ready at the end of November, so I can basically go ahead and get our car registration, our tags for the car done. Motorcycle insurance, $21.16. This is another one that's due on the 28th. So Arcadia and Elsa, these are our daughter's commission job. Or if we end up spending anything extra specific for extracurricular activities, that goes in this category. So we basically do their age, is how much they can earn every week, and we give them age-appropriate chores to do. This month, I am not going to count for 5 weeks. We're just going to do the 4 weeks like we normally do, so we're just going to do $28 and $12. Family life insurance. Now, this comes out of my husband's paycheck before he gets it, so you can see what comes out every single paycheck. And long-term disability, that comes out every single paycheck as well, so you can see what comes out of every single paycheck. The last category is fun. We always try to do just $100. Like I mentioned, we've always been going over. We've been spending a lot eating out, so I'm hoping by increasing the grocery budget that we will not really eat out. And then we have Netflix, so we'll see how that plays out. And then if you can see down at the bottom, it's a 0. So that just means we've told everything where to go. Within each paycheck, we've told everything where it's going. So we know when payday comes around, we already know what's allocated for what. You guys watched, I started doing a monthly net worth report with you guys, so you can take a look at that. I'm going to do another one here as well. I'll keep you guys updated. So yeah, you guys, so like I said, the biggest thing with November is Ricky's overtime is going to be gone, so that's really in December. That's we're going to have a tough month. We're going to have a tough month in December. You guys, a budget gives you permission to spend money, okay? I just want you guys to really understand that this can help you. Because of doing this budget, this is why we were able to make so much progress in 4 years, and why we hope to continue to make big strides for our financial freedom goals. Our goal is to reach financial freedom earlier than the regular 67 or so. But like I said, you guys, if we can do it, you guys can do it. I hope that this helps you to see real numbers and to see how we're telling our money where to go, where we're telling it to go to accomplish some of those other goals that we're trying to do. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.